Today, Mojang has added 3 new enchantments to the mace, a whole new type of trial chamber, and they've even added 4 brand new potions into the game. Let's go ahead and take a look, shall we? For starters, Mojang has added 3 brand new enchantments to the mace. The first of which being Density. Now, Density has 5 different enchantment levels. So pretty much how it works is when you're using the mace, every block that you fall before you hit your target correlates to a certain amount of damage hit points. Density, the way it works, is however many blocks you fell, those total damage points then get multiplied by whatever the enchantment book level is. For Density level 5, say I fell 20 blocks, however many damage hit points that is then multiplied by 5. And in the snapshot, the mace has been slightly nerfed, so for each block fallen, that correlates to 1.5 hearts or 3 hit points. So if I fell 10 blocks, that would be 30 hit points, but if I had Density 5 on there, that would now be 150 hit points hit on that mob, all because of the enchantment. So you can do a lot of damage. Here I am with the Density 5 enchantment on this mace. There's a Ravager 12 blocks below me. Easy kill, as you can see here. As you notice, they also added a new particle effect to the mace. So when you hit a smash attack, there's now a massive particle explosion everywhere to kind of demonstrate the player's immense power, as they put it in the changelog. So that's really cool. They also have a new whack sound effect, and it sounds so much nicer than what it was before. Dang grass, come on. It's really nice. Now, the second enchantment is Breach. Breach has 4 levels. Breach, along with Density, can be found in the brand new Omen Vaults, which we'll take a look at later. Breach is what they called a rare enchantment. You can still find it in the enchantment table. Density was a common enchantment. You can find that in the enchantment table. The final one is like a super rare enchantment, and you can't find that in the enchantment table, but we're going to get there in a second. Hold your horses. So pretty much what Breach does is if somebody is wearing armor, they have a full suit of armor, if you have Breach 4 on your mace when you hit them, their armor is going to protect them oh so much less. According to the changelog, each level of Breach reduces their armor protection by 15%. So with Breach level 4 on your mace, if somebody is wearing full Prop 4 netherite armor, when you hit them with Breach 4, that armor is going to do 60% less protection for them. And if you pair that with Density 5, you should be able to kill a full player wearing Prop 4 netherite armor in like 4 or 5 blocks. Now, I was going to try and show you how easy it was to kill somebody wearing armor compared to not wearing armor. However, I do not understand how to put armor on mobs in Java Edition. See, normally I play on Bedrock, and these features are not coming out on a beta this week, so yeah. In Bedrock, every mob can wear armor. Apparently, none can wear armor in Java, so I have absolutely no clue how to set that up, but yeah, none of these guys are picking up armor, so you're just gonna have to believe the statistics that I said earlier. Moving on to the final enchantment, which is Windburst. Windburst is a super rare enchantment, like I said earlier. You cannot find it in enchantment tables, only in the Omen Vaults. It has 3 levels, and it is arguably the best enchantment. It doesn't have anything to do crazy with damage percentages or anything like that, but as you saw in the very, very beginning intro of the video, it has some really fun, cool, unique properties. When I go ahead and jump in here and hit these guys with Windburst, I'm going to get shot back up. So are they, actually. All of them are going to get shot back up, and all of the mobs in the surrounding area will get hit with a excessive amount of knockback and a little bit of the wind effect as well. Pretty much, this enchantment is intended for you to be able to chain attacks. I don't know how I missed that second hit, but yeah, using this enchantment, you can easily chain attacks and just keep bouncing and hitting them until you kill everything. As you saw there, I easily chained 4 attacks together, and you can easily keep going with this. And if you pair this with a super buff target and these other 2 enchantments, you'll be able to defeat anything super duper quickly. Oh, there we go. That one flew too far back. That would have been a really cool chain effect. But yeah, you get the idea. All of these enchantments are very fun and unique in their own ways. All of them can be put on the mace at the same time, which you can see here. All 3 enchantments. Hold up, you can enchant spawn eggs in Java? Hold up, what the? What? Are these enchants just able to go on anything? Hold up, hold up, hold up. We may have just found something interesting. If I grab an unbreaking book, can this go on anything I want it to? No. Okay guys, so as of right now, there is a bug with these enchants. They can go on legit any item in the game. Have you ever wanted an enchanted block of stone? As of right now, you can get it. I'm not even kidding. This is insane. Hold up. I now have a density 5 block of stone. And it should have the exact same properties as... Oh, maybe it doesn't get the same properties as the mace because it's not the mace. Okay. So you can enchant any item with these enchants right now. It doesn't actually give that item any special effects. They only work on the mace. But if you're playing these snapshots in survival, like on your survival server, go ahead and abuse this real quick because that's so funny. Anyway, back to what I was showing you earlier. If I go ahead and put all of these on the mace, all 3 enchants, as you can see, can go on one mace at the same time. And just like last week, you can go ahead and put on Mending, Unbreaking, Sharpness. I think you can put on Sharpness. Yeah, you can put on Sharpness, so you can make the mace a super weapon. Easily able to destroy anything. Let's see here. This is 2 blocks. Easily killed. 1 block. Can't do it quite yet, but yeah. From 2 blocks up, you can one-hit kill a player with this. Alright, so it's really crazy. In today's snapshot, Mojang has also added 4 brand new potions to the game, all of which can be brewed using a certain item and a awkward potion, which I'm making now. Now, all 4 potions are really unique and are different in their own ways. So first of up is the Wind Charge potion. This can be brewed with a Breeze Rod and awkward potion, and what this one does is affected entities will emit a wind burst upon death. Go ahead and give this to a different mob. So now whenever I kill this mob, they will emit a wind charge. So as you see, they got these wind particles on them, and when they die, they blow up into a wind charge. And if we come over here, we'll give this effect to another one. It's got a bit of a delay, but they do end up dropping it, so this could be interesting. I mean, arguably it's not the most interesting thing for the player to have on themselves, but if you're building like a trial dungeon or something, you could have this effect on the mobs that the other players are supposed to fight, and that could be interesting. But yeah, for you, it's not going to do much, because it's only going to affect once you're dead, and you don't really want to die. Next up is the Potion of Weaving. This is brewed with a awkward potion and a cobweb block. Affected entities will spread cobwebs upon death. Non-player entities can walk through the cobwebs at a normal speed. So we go ahead and give this effect to this little husk. Now when I kill this husk, it should spawn a bunch of cobwebs. It also still has the wind charge effect on. Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh, it did. There's a cobweb right there. Let's kill this chicken. And now upon death, it should spawn a cobweb. So there you see it's like cobweb particles, and when I kill them, it just spawns a random cobweb. So I imagine these are going to be used on the mobs in the brand new trial chamber that we're going to talk about in a few minutes. But yeah, when you kill mobs, spawns a cobweb. Next up is the Potion of Oozing. You brew this one with the awkward potions and a slime block, and the way this one works is it will spawn 2 slimes upon the entity's death. So if I go ahead and put this on the chicken, when I kill the chicken, it will spawn 2 slimes. So yeah, like I said, these are probably going to be used in the new trial chamber, because why else would you have these effects? Because they don't really benefit the player, you know? All of these effects are cool, but not one of them actually benefits the player. So, oh, funnily enough, the effect does not work on slimes. That's really interesting. So you can put the effect on slimes, but the slimes don't actually use the effect, which that's funny. Finally, we have the potion of Infested. Now, the way Infested works is you brew it with the 3 awkward potions and a block of stone, and anybody that is affected with this, when they take damage, there is a 5% chance of spawning silverfish. Probably should not have used the sword there. There's a 5% chance, so it's very low, but they could spawn silverfish. Damn, incredibly low percentage. Seriously. Unfortunately, these silverfish aren't going to like fight for you, so if you have this on yourself, these aren't going to spawn silverfish that fight for the player, unfortunately. That'd be really cool if they did. But yeah, there you see, it's incredibly low percentage, but yeah, they can spawn silverfish. So there you go. Those are the 3 new potions, all of which are very cool and unique, but not one of them really benefits the player should you put it on yourself. But if you want to mess with your friends, that's definitely some fun things you could do with these. Alrighty, so up next is the Ominous Events, and this is the final big feature of 1.21. It said in the changelog, this is like the grand finale change, so I wouldn't be expecting too many more big changes and features after this has been announced, but who knows, maybe Mojang's just messing with us and they're gonna add something else. But how this works is it adds ominous events. Now, an ominous event is like how you spawn a pillager raid in a village, but now it's been put into a category of ominous events so that they can make multiple, like the new one they added today. They also changed how getting Bad Omen works. So now you can only get Bad Omen by killing the pillager raid captains at the outposts. So if you kill the pillager raid captains that spawn during a raid, you will no longer be able to get the Bad Omen effect. However, the Bad Omen effect is no longer given to you when killing these guys. Now, when you kill one of these, it drops this potion, the Bottle of Ominous, alright, or Ominous Bottle. Now, this has 5 levels, so if we search Ominous Bottle, there's 5 different levels, and you can get these by killing the pillager captains at outposts only. Now, the way this works is if you drink it, it's going to give you Bad Omen effect. So now we have Bad Omen. Now, the way this works is if I go into a village within the next 30 seconds, that Bad Omen is going to transform into a special type of omen that allows you to start a raid. You see how now that I'm in the raid, it changed the effect. So now I have Raid Omen. And after the 30-second timer goes away, it will start a raid in this village. So if I try to leave this village, the effect is not going to go away. I cannot get my Omen effects back. It's going to stay like this, and even though I'm way away from that village, where a raid shouldn't be able to spawn, after this effect goes away, which is right now, a raid is going to generate in this village. As you see right there, once I got close enough, the raid bar popped up. Now, of course, if you drink one of these, you can still drink milk to get rid of the effect, as seen right here. And if you have the effect and go into a village that already has a raid, it's not going to give you that pillager village omen effect. Now, this is just reworking of features that already exist. So you're probably thinking, okay, Mr. Gaming Aquatic, that's cool, they reworked some stuff, but what is the new feature that this is truly going to affect? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is now going to affect the trial chambers. There is now a brand new type of trial event. This is called a trial omen. Now, pretty much the way this works is the same as the brand new villager omen effects. When you go into a trial chamber and you're near trial spawners, if I go back into creative, the effect should transform. So when you're in a trial chamber with the Bad Omen effect, when you are within range of a trial spawner that is not already ominous, your Bad Omen effect will transform into Trial Omen. And this will spawn a brand new type of trial effects. That's a vault. I do not understand why it didn't transform when I was near those vaults up there. This is a spawner. And it's for some... Do I have to be in survival? Yeah, see, now that I'm in survival, the trial omen effect transforms, and oh no, back to creative, back to creative. As you see, the trial spawners in the area all change to a soul blue texture and coloration, and it starts spawning mobs wearing special armor. The special armor will have the brand new smithing templates on them that you can only find in the trial chambers. Now, Mojang did note in the changelog there's a bit of a bug. When you kill these guys, there's a chance for them to drop their armor with the trims on it. They're not supposed to be able to drop armor with the trims on it. Mojang is aware of this, and I think they should be able to drop this special gear because that's just cool, but Mojang says they're not supposed to be able to, and they're going to remove it, so unfortunate. They are supposed to be a lot more difficult than the normal trial spawner, but when you beat them, you do get special loot. So, like how 2 weeks ago, they added the heavy core and the brand new armor trims and all that stuff that spawned in the trial vaults. Those items will no longer spawn in the trial vaults, they will now spawn in the ominous trial vaults. And you open a ominous trial vaults by defeating the ominous trial spawner and getting the ominous key. So if we go into survival, let's go ahead and win ourselves a ominous key. Oh, and as you see there, they are randomly spawning potion effects around us. That one just spawned a wind charge. Yeah, so these are randomly spawning lingering potions that are shooting on the ground, but they don't seem to be bad potions. Like, it's giving me speed. Speed is not a bad effect, so it's not all bad. I was kind of figuring it was going to use more of the brand new effects, but it seems to be using a lot of just random general effects. I don't know if it's supposed to only give good effects. Oh no. There's so many mobs. I think it's cool to actually see mobs spawning with diamond armor. Like, you've never seen mobs spawn in different events that actually have diamond armor. So that's definitely cool to see. I don't know how much more I'm gonna have to do to defeat these. Oh, this one's defeated. What did I get? Steak. Is that it? What about this one? Also just steak. Okay, well maybe there's a few things that need to be worked out. There was a third one. What did this one give? This one gave Potion of Regeneration. Okay. It was supposed to give us the cool new ominous trial key, but it didn't for some reason. Anyway, if we go ahead and grab a vault, I think we can just use the key on it and it will give us... It changes? No, it doesn't change it. What if I'm in survival with the trial omen effects? Will that change it? Now can you take this? No. Okay, so you do have to actually explore these things and locate a special kind of vault called the Ominous Vault. Now, according to the changelog, it is a variant of vaults with a different texture, and they emit these soul flames like you saw earlier with the trial spawner. And they can be found throughout the trial chambers in harder to find places. So yeah, you can't transform a normal vault, which I accidentally just broke there. You have to actually find a ominous vault, and then those you open with the ominous key. The issue though is the ominous vaults are going to be a lot rarer and harder to find than the normal vaults, making the mace a lot harder to get because not only does the heavy core only have a 2% chance of generating, but it now only comes out of ominous vaults, not the normal trial vaults. So that mace weapon with the crazy cool enchantments that we were talking about earlier, now going to be even harder to acquire, which I think makes sense. It is a crazy overpowered weapon. You don't want it to be too easy to get, but at the same time, like, kind of a shame. All right, here we go. This right here is a trial vault. Apparently the trial vault doesn't have its own item in the creative menu though. It's the pick block it or search vaults. It's only the normal default vault. But anyway, here we are, ominous key on a trial vault. You can go ahead and open that up, and it's going to give you, like I said earlier, the brand new breach or density enchantments. And then it's also going to be able to give you the heavy core, the brand new smithing templates, the banner patterns, all of that stuff. these actual spawners are no longer going to be giving you really good items. They're going to be giving you food. These are going to give you some good items, but still going to give you a good portion of food. And then these are where you get like the really good items. So they're definitely developing these things to be really, really big pain in the butt. You're like when they added the silence armor trim and you had to go through like 20 of them to find 20 ancient cities to find it. You're going to have to go through a whole lot of these if you want a mace and the new armor trims. However, I think it's going to work in our favor. I think it's a good update because you don't want these things to be too easy to get, you know? If they're too easy, that kind of removes the fun out of it. That is a lot of emeralds. Did that thing just give us 4 different things of emeralds? Wow. But yeah, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this snapshot. There are a lot of features and changes. This should be the last snapshot/beta with these actual big changes to the game. 1.21 is kind of being rounded and cleaned off here. What you're seeing in this snapshot and all the others is more or less going to be what the final update looks like. Of course, Mojang's going to make some tweaks along the way. Can't wait to see what changes Mojang makes. And I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Mr. Gaming Aquatic, and I'll see you next time. Bye!